Both of the patches were over the middle. What did you see with the Kansas of that on those plays?
Man-to-man coverage, middle of the field wide open. I just trusted the throw, and he told me to just be there.
Did you see some different things? Coach said the Navy threw some stuff at you defensively you maybe weren't expecting out there?
Yeah, they changed the whole game plan from the beginning. So we just came out. After the first quarter, we just sat back and just executed the plays our coach wrote for us. They gave us a totally different look. We didn't panic or anything, so we just listened to our coaches and executed the game plan.
You guys went extremely run-heavy in the second quarter. Those last few drives, I think McKenzie threw like one pass in the span of like 20 game minutes, but that one pass was to you for the touchdown. Do you think at some point you guys were kind of catching them off guard when they were throwing a little bit?
Pretty much, yeah. We was running a lot today, which they probably expected. They were waiting on the run, so the one time they wasn't expecting it, Kenzie hit me over the middle. Executed play call by our coach, Coach Heupel, and that's pretty much it.
What did you see out of McKenzie today? I mean, again, solid numbers throwing the football, but overall, adjusting with the defensive looks they threw at you today.
Kenzie is just an awesome quarterback. He adjusts to any coverage, any team, anything you throw at him. So he's a great quarterback, and he's going to put the ball where I need it, and he did that today. He executed perfectly.
What's it like just playing the Naval Academy, and it was a special moment. I know they did the alma maters of both schools, and those guys have a service commitment when their football careers are over. What's it like, playing those guys?
Oh, it's pretty awesome. They didn't even talk to me the whole game, to be honest. He didn't say a word to me, the DB that was covering me. So he was a pretty poised guy. He just didn't talk to me. I tried to get him out of his game. Pretty well-composed guy. I think they all like that. So my hat goes off to them. They're excellent guys. Great personalities. He talked to me after the game. Well-around, overall good guys over there.
Would you rather have your corners and safeties trash talk you a little bit?
Yeah, of course. That's what made the game interesting. He didn't talk to me not once. He didn't say a word to me. So that just threw me off a little bit. It is what it is.
What were you saying to him?
I was just talking to him like, you can't cover me man-to-man. Like, you're not going to be man-to-man with me. He didn't say a word to me. He didn't even look at me like that. And I scored on him. So, yeah.
Was there a point where you're like, are you going to say anything?
Yeah, I asked him, like, you're not going to talk to me? He was just like, nah. But it is what it is. He turned his head and kept walking. And I just turned my head and kept walking.
All right, a couple more here.
The coaches talked this week about this being kind of a physical game. Could be a physical. Did you feel it was a little more physical than when you guys are normally used to?
To be honest, no. It all feels the game same to me. Every team is physical, I feel like we play. We're going to get their best. We're going to get our best. So same thing every week.
Does Coach Heupel ever mention the playoffs, or is that just something you guys don't?
We don't talk about it at all.
You don't want it to become a distraction?
No, I don't even think about the playoffs, to be honest. I don't even want to talk about it.
How about your win streak, 22?
We just play every week. Each week we go 1-0, man. I
don't talk about that either.
Nah, I don't talk about that. We just win every week. Whoever we put in front of us, we're going to beat them. That's it.
What do you expect the atmosphere to be like this week? Probably the game of the year, Cincinnati coming.
Great atmosphere, just like last year, even up there. Great team coming out. Just need to go out there and execute overall. That's it.
All right, last one for Dredrick, anything? All right, we'll get some more student athletes in here in a minute.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thanks. So how much did Navy change things? I know Heupel said that you were prepared for one thing. They threw something at you weren't expecting at all.
Yeah, I mean, they basically played the same defense the whole game. Basically Tampa 2 with the Tampa guy spying the quarterback, just kind of reading my eyes the whole game. It was a good adjustment. I think they just kind of try to keep everything in front of us, make us earn everything. And the box was light, so we were able to run the ball all game. And hats off to our O-line, getting pushed up front. The running backs ran their butts off.
You can talk about that because you guys went run heavy there. I think you had one pass in the span of like 20 game minutes. So you guys went run heavy. Just talk again about your running backs.
Yeah, I mean, if they're getting hits for 6, 10, 12 yards, you just got to keep feeding them. And we got a stable of them. I think we're the deepest running back group in the country with AK, Otis, Gray, Taj, Bentavious. Those are guys that can play anywhere. So those guys keep making plays. It makes my job a lot easier. It makes the coaches, the play callers, a lot easier too.
Mackenzie, you took over. You passed Dante Culpepper as the all-time leading rushing quarterback here at school. What does that mean to you?
That's a huge honor, Dante's obviously a legend, and not just here in the NFL. So that's huge. I'm pretty sure Daryl Mack will probably pass it up when his time comes. So
So you guys go run heavy, but then you get that 34-yard touchdown pass to Snelson over the middle. What did you see on that play? Did you feel like you caught them a little bit off guard because you've been so run heavy?
Yeah, I mean, that was the only pass play of that whole drive, and you know, we kind of drew up on the sideline that exact play. You know, with that safety, that was fitting hard every run play. We knew the middle of the field was going to be open, and Snell's ran a great route, stuck the safety, and you know, he was wide open.
Dredrick was talking about how he tried to talk trash to one of the Navy quarterbacks and couldn't get him to say anything. Is that just sort of epitomize what Navy's about? I mean, that they seem very disciplined.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, those guys are class act. Starting with their head ball coach, Coach Ken, and you know, all those guys are just a reflection of their head ball coach and the way he carries himself. So those are great guys that we played today, and you know, they're great young men. They can do great things for
Any
the country.
special feeling about playing them on Veterans Day weekend? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always a special feeling playing them, whether it's last year or this year. You know, I got some good friends from back home that play for the Naval Academy, so it's always good to see them, and it was a lot of fun.
And you considered them, right?
Yeah, I went on a visit, and you know, like I said, they're first class, and you know, it's something that's hard to turn down. You're basically set for life. You know, you go to that school. So,
Couple more from Mackenzie. Anything?
How did you just judge your performance? Seemed pretty efficient out there.
You know, I thought we did pretty good on offense. I think they stopped us 3 times. The first series of the game, the last drive of half, and one time in the fourth quarter when we were kind of going for a minute. So, I mean, in a game like this, your possessions are minimized. But I think we did the most with what we could. We might have left a little out there, but I thought as a whole, the game went well.
Are you thinking at all about the way you win ball games, or are you just worried about just winning ball games?
I mean, a lot of people act like games are easy to win. They're not, you know. The American Conference is very good. You see a bunch of these teams playing Power 5 schools throughout the year and beating them. So it is what it is, week in and week out. And playing a team like Navy, you know, you only get 3 days to prepare for something like that. And running triple option, our defense did a great job holding them to, I think it was 17. So it's not easy to win games, but you know, obviously we want to put our best foot forward, and that's what we'll continue to do.
Last one.
College game. There's rumors that College game day could be here next week. Just your thoughts on the possibility that happening?
That'd be pretty cool. I'm interested to see how our student body will handle that.
All right, Casey, thanks, guys.
I know it can be difficult to prepare, you know, for what Navy does, but just what were your thoughts on your overall defensive effort against those guys today?
Of course, you know, like Mackenzie said, you get a select few days to prepare for those guys, and they are well disciplined. You know, if you're off by, you know, inch on your run fit, and it could bust, you know, and that happened today against us. But preparing for them, you know, was a challenging preparation week, but we got to it, and, you know, we came out with this dub.
So, you know, just going in, you're just judging the defense's overall performance, and what would you say how you stood up to them?
I mean, I'm happy with this win. That's really all that matters. Of course, you know, through all aspects of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, we have so much room to improve. So, you know, we're just going to get in the film room Monday, get back on the practice field, and go into next week.
A lot of coaches talked this week about it being one of the more physical games on the schedule. Did you guys feel it that way, that it was a physical contest?
I mean, every game is a physical game, you know. After the game, you feel the same way as you would South Carolina State for Navy, you know what I mean? So, yeah, of course, those guys are real physical. You know, they had a big back, number 38. You know, me and him kind of got cool throughout the game. They had some real fast wings, too. But, no, real physical team.
Anything else for Nate?
Yeah,
all right.
Sorry, Nate.
Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, one tough one.
Adrian, you guys went really run heavy there in late first into the second quarter, just run. When you know that's kind of the game plan, when they change the game plan like that, what are you thinking?
I feel like the offense coordinators and Coach Hyper, they're just putting the game in our hands, and we got a lot of bats that are capable of doing anything, and any run can bust at any time. So we love getting the ball. We just love making plays and helping our team win games.
How much of the benefit, you guys almost got 300 yards rushing today. How much of the benefit to your off the line?
Oh, the offensive line is phenomenal. They come in and day out and just do whatever they can do to seal the deal and keep McKenzie protected and make big holes for running backs to spill through. So, our offensive line is great, and I wouldn't change them for nothing.
You talked about having different guys in the backfield with you that can break big plays. What's that like for you guys when you see one of your teammates, break off a big run for a touchdown or have a big performance in a game like this?
Well, it's great because we see it every day in practice. We make crazy plays on the defense, and then to see it happen on Saturday, we already knew that play was going to happen, or that run that got bust for a touchdown was going to happen because we executed in practice and then coming to games. So we got a lot of great bets, like I said, and I'll be scared as a defensive coordinator, defense preparing for us.
Specifically, what's it been like to watch Greg McCrae's success? And I know how happy you were for him when he got put on scholarship, and now to see the season he's having. What's that like?
It's just a blessing in disguise, honestly, because coming into college as a walk-on, I don't know how that feels, but he could tell you that. So coming into college as a walk-on, certain days could be easy, certain days could be hard for him, and to see everything just play out and just work hard every day and just play a role and just be you every day. And a guy like him get put on scholarship and he's making plays in practice, then it translates to the field on Saturdays. It just shows what kind of guy he is and what kind of character he got. He's a team guy. He's my brother. I wouldn't trade him for the world either. He's just a phenomenal guy, and he's a great football player as well and a great person.
You think fans, media, pollsters realize how hard it is to win 22 straight games?
I'm pretty sure they do realize how hard it is because everyone's at your neck every game. They want to beat you on any given day. So to be on this winning streak is pretty cool, but at the same time, we know what's at hand, and we're trying to win championships here.
What do you think about the possibility of ESPN College Game Day being here next week?
Well, if they're here, it's cool. I'm not really interested in it, honestly.
All right, anything else for AK?
There's a lot of time. Navy had longer drives on the field on offense, where you guys are usually fast-paced, you usually move, but and this time it felt like you had to wait a little bit more to get on the field. Did that change the way you approach any things? Were you frustrated, kind of get an opportunity to get on there, or did you enjoy the rest? What was that like?
Yeah, we were just eager to get back on the field because maybe they keep the ball for a long time and milk the clock. So we made sure the guys on the sideline were staying hydrated and keep stretching so that when we get on the field, we're not cold and we can move at a fast tempo.
All right, okay, thank you.
Thanks.
What's it like for you playing against Navy? I know this was a school that for a while you thought you were going to be a naval midshipman.
Yeah, it was pretty fun going out there playing against them. Know a lot of the guys that were out there, knew the coaches out there. So, being able to play them guys, especially on Veterans Weekend, that was something special.
I wonder, with the success you've had in the last few weeks, these 100-yard games, these big long runs, do you sort of feel like you're sort of in the zone?
Yeah, but it just, that credit goes to my O-line. They create big holes for me to run through. So all that, those, that zone that you're saying, that zone is to the O-line. The O-line's in their zone.
Greg, I know Coach drills it into you guys, go 1-0 every week, and that's what you're thinking about. But do you ever sit back and think about 22-0 and how ridiculous a streak it is?
Oh, that's our streak? I promise you, I didn't know. We know there's a streak, but that's not what we talk about. In the locker room, 22 games. That's pretty amazing, actually. But yeah, I didn't even know that, honestly. So, but to be on the street, that's really good. Just shows the preparation that we put in week in and week out is paying off.
Coach Heupel and you guys also don't talk about the playoffs much. Is that purposeful, or is that just something you guys don't think about?
It's our motto, want to know. We were focused on this week at hand right now. We're not looking towards the future. We're looking at what we have at our hand right now. So, that's the mentality we come in with every day, that we're going to prepare for the day that we have and for the week that we have, for the team we have.
Does it bother you that everybody else is talking about it or not?
Nah, no. Like I said, we just, focused on what we could control right now, what we have at States. This week it was Navy. Tomorrow's going to be Cincinnati.
Couple more? Anything?
You get a sense of how big that game could be next week. Cincinnati have a chance they could get back in the rankings. It's East Division could be decided. There's talk that Game Day, ESPN Game Day, could come to UCF potentially.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like Kenny said, I'm interested to see if they come with the student body, how they will react. I know they're gonna be front row of signs everywhere. So I'm just interested to see that happen. Cincinnati's a really good team. They played Navy last week. And they put up a really good game against them. So yeah, it'll be an interesting game next week.
Anything else? All right, Greg, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
That's all we got today.